building, and so I'll go back into the world builder here in a second. But so one thing that you can do is course maker. You can set the timer. You can change the. Hold on, let me get rid of this world. Boom. So you can set the timer. You can change that. You know, by default it's 500, so you can make it a lot shorter or whatever. So that time becomes more of an issue. You can also make it an auto run, like where the screen auto scrolls, so you have to keep that set pace going.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to do that where I set a, you know, like leopard speed. There's 3 different settings. There's like turtle, hare, and then leopard. So I've been wanting to do like a full length level, like that goes like as long as it can be, just one level, not like what we just did, but auto scrolling and have no jumps at all. Not have the hard part be that it's auto scrolling a bunch of jumps and it's parkour. Have it just be tons of enemy obstacles that are set up in a meticulous fashion so that when you're jumping and whatnot, like it's already set up, you know, basically perfectly the way it needs to be set up so that you can jump over and around these people if you time your jumps right. That would require a lot of planning on your part.
It's a lot of that. What that is more so is your memory of the map.
Yes, but you can't, like, I can't just start placing random ass enemies like wherever the hell I want, because it has to make sense to some degree.
Yeah.
To work.
I mean, like, it's a cool idea. It's just the concept of it I really like.
So I'm building the ground from start to finish here. Because like I said, I don't think I'm going to have any jumps. I mean, there might be some dangerous obstacles to jump over. You know, like your spikes and stuff like that. But as far as holes, like, there's not going to be any, like, places for you to fall through the world. You're not going to be able to fall to your doom, per se. Unless you're falling into, like, a pit that I built of, like, snappy guys or something. So, really quick, I'm going to just play just to see what this pace is like. This is the fastest pace available in the game. This is the fast pace. And it's a good pace. Like, at a full sprint, I'm barely faster than the pace itself. So, like, at walking speed without holding sprint, it's faster than Mario walks. So you actually have to, like, hold sprint. And you only really get faster and, like, towards the end. So, so I like that. Because you're really going to have to... I mean, that basically it means you have to sprint nonstop. But if something happens where you slow down for some reason, you have a chance to recover. Because, yes, it's going really fast, but it is recoverable. And it's important to put, like, walls and stuff like that. Like, I am going to have, like, obstacles to jump over. Because you get crushed.
What would be a really cool concept would be to do a precision jump. So you have a wall going down and a wall going up. You need to jump through the middle.
Yeah, like jump through the hoop, if you will.
Yeah.
There was a level I was playing. It was it was from the event challenges. And there was this one particular part where somebody took, it was a hole like that I think was probably like 3 blocks large. And then it had 2 springs on a track that were like going up and down in unison, so like they would both meet in the middle and then spread open. So you had to time the jump just right, because if you were off at all, you would hit the spring and it would shoot you back. And that became crazy annoying.
That's an awesome concept.
Hold on,
That's really
I need to
cool.
see how long the timer lasts to the end. Because obviously we don't need 500. But yeah, oh dude, it was so frustrating. The whole level, it was actually literally impossible to die. There was no way to die except for timing out. And I couldn't beat the level. With all 500 seconds available to me, I couldn't beat the level. I was just like, dude, this is crazy. Like, it was so hard. Okay, that's not very long at all. It only takes like 30 seconds tops to get through the whole level with it scrolling that fast. Which means we get to reset the timer to like 60 seconds, which means the music will be like in fast mode, which also kind of like makes people panic in their brain. When the music's going like stupid fast, like it gets accelerated once it hits 100 or whatever, like, and people are like, oh, I'm almost out of time. So once people start getting panicky, they start making dumb mistakes. Let's create the save file while we're thinking of it. We'll just, for now, I'll name it Just Keep Running, and we can always make another name for it later. Just keep running. Because so far all we have is ground and the speed of the scroll set. Haven't actually placed any obstacles or any enemies or anything yet. Alright, so we should probably start it off relatively light and with a couple of... Now, should we put any power-ups at all or just force them to run through it small?
Are you putting enemies?
Oh, yes.
So, you could say maybe put them as mushroom.
I could start them as mushroom. You could start the game with a mushroom floating above your head that just falls into you automatically.
You can start them with mushroom. And then that I feel would be like fair.
Yeah, just like you get that one chance. You can make one mistake.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a mistake where you don't jump through a thing. Because that's what I like about the auto-scrolling, is that if you get stuck on like a wall, once the screen catches up to you, like you die.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start you off with a mushroom. Yeah, because it's awesome. Because as soon as you start, you get mushroomified, and then you hear the panic music sets in. Like, oh shit, I gotta hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start it off light with some basic enemies. We're not gonna get too carried away right off the bat. Do 3 Goombas. Why am I putting him on the surface? No, get below surface. A little bit of... Put wings on the middle guy. And then we'll do our first obstacle to jump through, which would be... Whoops. That, right? So... Okay, that's a good light start. That gives you an idea of what you're going to deal with. Because you can actually screw up that first jump right away. Like, it has to be, at least too big. Because you're going to be too tall in the beginning. And I feel like the wrench guy is unnecessary, though, because he's not actually...
He won't activate fast enough.
Yeah, it's so fast that he's not even throwing the wrench. I know what I can do, though. I can put a turtle guy, hold on, up here with wings so he'll fall down towards you. I can't make the turtles fly outright.
But you can drop them.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I can with a track. Because in previous, before I unlocked the track, which is how you, like, guide certain platforms and stuff to move, I would try to make a flying turtle, but you would just, like, put the wings on him, and then he would just fall. I mean, like, they'll do that, like, hoppy bounce thing that they do when they have wings, but, like, not outright fly. I wonder if he flies if you set him to a track, or if that's even a thing. So I'm going to experiment with that really quick just to find out how that mechanic works. So let me put... Oh, it totally does do that. That's so cool. Okay, I'm going to test that really quick. Oh, I almost died on the test. Yeah, because you can make the Goomba, the Koopa, whatever the fuck his name is, the turtle. You can make him fly on...
Koopa Trooper.
Yeah, the Koopa Trooper. You can make him fly on the track, like, up and down. blocking the hole. That's great. Okay, now it's mostly just there to scare you, though. Let me put that down one. So this is going to be a lot of precision timing on like how to place enemies so that it's interesting. No! Oh god, that was the worst test ever. Why would I test it starting there? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it can't be there because it's guaranteed to kill you, and if it's one up, it'll only kill you if you delay for some reason. But it makes it scary. It makes it scary because you're just like, oh my god, why is this thing flying in my face? I need to get through this goddamn hole. Okay, so that's, you know, that's 10% done. Oh, let me give it a stretch. Ah, Kenny Weed. Hello, friend. How are you today? Feel free to throw any suggestions in, anything you'd like to see the level have that would make it fun for you. You're more than welcome to make a suggestion. I love suggestions. Makes my job easier. You know, going on, Mr. Grimm, with our theme of avoiding enemies and then jumping through a small, horrifying opening. After you jump through this hole, if we had just a few more enemies, nothing too crazy, followed by one of the springboards to spring up to like a really high hole, like you have one chance to get that. If you miss it, then the pace of the level will kill you.
Yeah. What I'd say is do the run and see where you land.
Where you land.
Where you're gonna land.
Gotcha.
Because that dictates.
Yeah, that's usually how I do
be.
it. Usually when I'm doing, especially long jumps, I usually do a quick run through to see where I'm actually going to land. Because you also have to remember, like, as soon as you're close enough to activate the enemies, they start walking towards you. So if you're going to land, like, somewhere, and say you want, like, some Goombas to, like, be there when you land, so you're landing, like, on them or something like that, you have to put them, like, 2 spaces back so that they walk there in time to, like, meet you. Kind of thing? Alright, let's see where I land. I actually died. I tried to jump through the opening and totally missed it. Oh my god, that is actually... I've done it every time I tested it, but now all of a sudden I'm having trouble getting through it. I hope that's not too hard already, because I don't want people to rage quit in the first second of the map and not see everything.
That just looks like a badly timed jump.
It is a badly timed jump on my part, but the reason I'm timing it that way is because of the Koopa Troopa being there now. Like, the Koopa Troopa is forcing me to...
No, you got plenty of time.
No, I got through it this time. It's just that the Koopa Troopa kind of forces me to, like, pause a second, and then my jump gets timed off weird. But anyway, so I landed about 3 paces after the thingamagoo. So let me get some of these.
So just at the end of the bush.
Yeah. So I need to put a couple Goombas there that I can hop off of their heads. And then I want some free-falling Koopa Troopas with wings.
Glue, Kenny Weed 14 says hi.
Yeah, I know. I already said hi to him.
Oh, did you? I didn't even notice.
Yep.
Me spacing out.
Alright, so let's see what happens with this. Oh, I like that. Okay, that times out really nice. Okay, so I can actually move this guy about there. But yeah, that times out really nice. If you get the flow going, you're gonna hop off a dude's like perfectly. We're just waiting for Grimm to catch up and see that in the stream. And Stale Humor's back. Yay, Stale Humor. We're making a fast-paced, like, running situation. Okay, so that's your next batch of enemies.
That was really cool. Yeah, that looked really fun.
Yeah. So we're gonna put a springboard in for you to, like, quickly jump off of. I'm actually going to give you a little bit of space to work with and some environment coins, both for decoration and for jumping encouragement. And then this is the part that we're really going to have to work out, because we have to make the... We have to really work out how high you're going to jump off the springboard off of a single hop, and like how that works out or whatever. So I'm going to have to like start this run again. Not from the beginning. I can start it like here or something, but... Okay, you get hopped up about as high as that little cloud. So
you have to account for momentum as well. I
know, the momentum will be a little bit different. I'm just looking for height for the most part, and that won't change a whole lot.
I'm pretty sure your height is... I don't know what the laws of physics apply in this game.
There are certain applications to... You get a little bit more height with momentum, yes. But that's why I paced that back as far as I did, and I think that will do it.
I would say put it... yeah? I guess I may move it like 1 pixel.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it may end up having to move like 1 space up, down, left, right, but I'm gonna have to start this from the beginning again just to see how the momentum carries me through it.
Oh, hey, Curtis.
Oh! Oh, yeah. Okay. It's exactly where it needs to be. Hey, Sky. Okay, so that's the end of the monster. But you actually land pretty far. Because we're already at, like, the 30% mark for the level. But, yeah, you land pretty far after going, like, full sprint and jumping off of that.
You land, like, 2 squares before the bush.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to do another momentum test. Yeah, it's about in the middle-ish between the 2 piles of bushes. Oh, man, my freaking Wii U tablet batteries are starting to get low. I need to figure this out, because I don't have a way to charge the tablet at my desk. Like, until I get my new office where I have a proper, like, power arrangement. Every outlet I have available to me by my computer is taken. So the only outlet that I have... excuse me for a second. Okay, the only available outlet that I have is behind me on the bed that's in my office. There's an outlet back there where I usually just keep like a phone charger. So I can plug it in there, but like unless I had an extension cord, like I can't make that long enough for the damn tablet.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have any more goddamn outlets behind my computer.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It'd be really convenient if you could have it just sitting on your desk, the charging point. On your desk, just sitting in front of you, like say where your keyboard were.
Well, yeah, that's what I want.
It sits at an angle, so it's perfect to just use it there like that.
Yeah, I wanted to. I don't think I have. So, but give me a second, cause yeah, the damn thing is dying now, cause I should have plugged it in during the intermission too. But that's if I had any complaint about the Wii U, it's the length of the battery for that damn tablet. If you don't have it plugged in and you're using it a lot, not just for the display but also the touchpad, because like I'm using the touchpad to build, it kills the battery. So Grim, you can still hear me. They can probably just barely hear me because I just walked away from the microphone, but they can hear you.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm looking behind my computer really quick to see what my plug situation is and whether or not I can come up with a space for my charger. You know what? I do have a space. I have a space. I didn't notice before. Give me a second.
He's found a space for the charger. Nice.
Yeah, there's one more space, but it's like as far back as it could possibly be. So that's why I didn't notice it. Because I have a battery backup, you know, like power supply. So if the power goes out, like my shit doesn't just shut down immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hold on one second, everybody.
By the way, Sky, it's grim.
Okay, so it's so far.
Mm.
This is a stretch.
You can do it, man. I believe.
Okay, I can.
Yeah.
I can almost.
You sound like you just ran a marathon.
It's really far.
This is one of those times where you think like Mr. Fantastic has a great power. Like just those moments where you just need that little bit of extra stretch.
Yeah.
It's okay, Sky.
I got it. I got it. I'm a champion.
Yeah, have a cookie.
Okay. Oh, I would love a cookie.
Put the cookie down. No.
Okay, I got it. Oh my god. Dude, that was like way harder than it should be.
Well, Sky, if you spent more time in TeamSpeak, you'd get our names down. Like, David's is distinctively higher pitched.
Distinctively.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were we doing? Oh yeah, so
it's a bit different, but
so we landed about halfway between these groupings of bushes, which gives me a few different things I want to do. I want to take a piranha plant, put it about here-ish, and give it wings. I don't know what that effect will have, but I want to see how high that gets and what. I think it's more just for a scare tactic, but I just want to see what that looks like.
Well, it's like that Koopa. That Koopa is more of a scare tactic than it is anything.
Oh, that's pretty close.
It's tight, but it's a scare. Like, if you're overzealous, you will hit it.
Yes.
But it's easily avoided at no detriment to your
yes.
Your health.
So, and I was landing about right around the 2 to 3 block mark past that bush, that first bush.
Yeah, that's a great one. I like that.
Yeah, it's mostly a scare tactic, but it could be enough to throw your rhythm off, and that's all it takes in these like fast-paced things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need some more enemies, because that's basically the theme that we have here is enemies, tight jump, enemies, tight jump, and like keep going with that.
Yeah.
Oh, what if... Okay, I have some thoughts. Okay, but I'm going to save those thoughts. Okay, so... You'll see my thoughts. You'll know the thoughts. Okay, so we need some enemies, and I feel like we're going to step them up a little bit, too. Well... I'm trying to think about the enemies that I have to choose from and the environment that's available to me. The Mr. Caterpillar is a good choice because you can hop off of him, you know, the wiggle worm guys.
Yeah.
So you can put him, and then once you do, he gets angry, which means he'll start chasing you, and it's a fast-paced thing, so that, in my head, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Logical.
Yeah, and since you're hopping off of him, anyway, like, you're pretty much guaranteed to bounce off of him. It would be nice to have something there behind him to follow up on. Something flying, more than likely. Oh, man. I guess I'm going to have to just go Koopa Trooper for now. Because I'm just curious to see how this plays out. I need to do another test really quick to see how it actually, like, plays out. I missed the spring. Can't test it if I miss the spring.
Oh, dude, they just off topic slightly.
Oh, you can die to that piranha plant. That is a thing. Keep talking. I'm listening.
They just announced just showed the new Power Rangers suits for the new Power Rangers movie.
The new what?
They're doing a new Power Rangers movie.
Oh, are they?
Just showing off the suits. Kind of look badass. do look pretty cool. But the thing is, if it's not like that fan-made short movie, I don't want to know. Like,
Right.
did you see that fan-made short movie?
Wait, why did it not give me a play point? No, I didn't. Why is it not giving me a play point? It usually does. Okay, fine. Okay, so
I'll have to find it and send you a link to it because it's pretty cool.
I think I know what you're talking about. I just don't think I've ever seen it. Alright, so let's do... Whoops, I missed the wings. Alright, so let's do another jump. But now, here's what I was thinking for this jump. So, I was thinking... Let me think about how this would play out. Give me a second to just internalize my thoughts. I want to...
Another suggestion would be a maze.
Yeah, I don't like the mazes. Like, I don't like playing them. I've played people's mazes. They annoy the hell out of me. To be honest with you. Like, I've quit.
Well,
I was... The last time I was doing a 100 Mario challenge, I got 2 of those in a row, and I just kept skipping them. Because they just get annoying. It's not the kind of thing that I like to challenge myself with in a platformer. Like, that's not what I'm looking for when I go to play Mario. Some people love them, and that's great. It's just, like, if it's not me... And, like, I'm making these levels, so, like, it should be something that I find fun to play.
No, ideally, if you enjoy it, then surely enough someone else will. Based upon that sort of logic, is the way that I would go. But
okay, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I had to, like, really think about how to make this work, but I figured it out.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to have one of the P-switches, and then I wanted to have a solid wall, except for the opening that you have to jump through, which is filled with, blocks so that they'll turn into coins, and that's the only way to make it through.
Yeah.
That's what I was like in my head, like I was trying to make that make sense, and for some reason, whoops, I just couldn't like put that together. I was like, I know there's a way to use a P switch to make this interesting. I was like, what is that? Okay, so we got that.
Sounds really cool. Right, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I need to go do some things. Go work tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Well, I'll probably be on about later, around and about later. If you're still doing it, I will poke my head in to say hi and see how it's going.
Sounds good. Thanks for joining us, Grim.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me help fuel your ideas for this. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, now the question becomes, how long does a P-switch last? Because as long as that's going, all of the blocks are coins and all the coins are blocks. And if that's the case, we want to make full use of that, which means we have to... Okay, so let's do some more enemies, because that's the thing we got going here. Enemies jump, enemies jump, enemies jump. So, I don't really want to do any hammer bros, because that's... I want to do things that are, like, easy enough to bounce off of. And that's really the point of all this. You know, something that's still kind of a threat, but for the most part, it's actually there just to bounce off of and keep the pace going. This is going to be a really... Once you actually have to play this level from start to finish, because it's hard enough just, like... with the little segments, but once you're doing it from start to finish, it's actually going to be pretty difficult. So, anyway. So I want to be able to bounce off of these dudes' heads. And then, what we're going to have here is, the switch will still be going on. So we want to build... We want to build up an area out of coins. So that they'll be solid when they get here. Let's see here. Like, we want it to be solid when they show up. I'm just going to go ahead and do this, because I've been wanting to do that since the start. There we go. Problem solved. That's done. Okay. I've been wanting to do that since I first started. Because I wanted a roof to this whole thing. Alright, so that will be solid. Because it's going to be coins. If it wasn't coins, this part would be easy. And the reason I'm making it this narrow thing is, again, we're going with scare tactics. Because, like, the more the player feels like they're under pressure, the sketchier their potential gameplay can be. So if we fill this thing with enemies, but then, like, they're pretty much guaranteed not to hit them, because at the pace that the level's going, since it's automatically... Whoop, punching mics. Since the game is automatically scrolling, you're guaranteed not to come into contact with these pincher guys, but... you know, the player may not realize that, and it'll, like, cause them to panic. And then, like, if they rush, I'd see, like... Actually, I didn't even think about that. I just accidentally picked up the P switch because I'm sprinting. That's a problem. Gotta make sure you don't do that. I think the P switch might last for the entire length of the level from this point on. But, you know what I mean? Like, clearly there's plenty of time on the P switch. So just seeing... those pincher guys, like, you might, you know, I just want to try to keep a panic going in their head, but they're like, ah! So, there's that. We're gonna put a piranha right there, just as a little bit of added panic. Not the flying kind, that wouldn't be fair. However, I think to... most of the enemies in this aren't actually intended to increase the challenge of the level so much as they're just designed to either bounce off of or to create just a sense of panic, like I said, to make them feel like their world is collapsing around them. So I want to have, so they're gonna have to jump over, they're gonna land over the guy. They're gonna have to go... Someone just walked to my house. I didn't recognize the voice. So we're gonna have to put down... Whoops. Some Goombas. Which you're gonna have to either jump over or off of, and then put down another... flying guy. So we're making them deal with multiple iterations of that. And I think that'll work. And then you're either gonna... oh, now the question becomes, if the timing is right, can I bounce off of his head? Because if I can make that a requirement for another high up hole that people need to go through, which would be infuriating, to say the least. So let's go back here and test some runs. Yeah, we definitely can make that a requirement, and it puts us through about here. Which means... I'm thinking, like, here is where it would have to be to make sense, I think. So we'll test it again to be sure of the height, but I think that's what's going to do it. You're really going to have to be on the mark with this. Damn it. It would help if I... Okay, I don't have to test the whole thing anymore. I can start from here. Alright. Actually, I was hopping pretty high off this guy. Is that going to be the same way every time? Yeah, I'm like... I'm going higher than I thought I was. I'm actually clearing that. So let me I'm going to place these blocks way up there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a full-length test again, just to be sure that I have the momentum correct.
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to land right in the middle of the bushes, which is also good to know. I'm going to put a placeholder there just so I remember where I landed, because I have to go back and move these Goombas because they're totally worthless there. They get triggered too early and end up like way too far forward. Let's do one more test from here for full momentum. Yeah, see, the Goombas there definitely throws me off to the point where it may actually not even be doable now. Unless you as the player can train yourself to ignore the Goombas, but based on where they trigger, nope, totally still doable. Totally still doable. That's going to require some trial and error, though. If anyone ever gets this on the first run that wasn't watching this live stream and doesn't know how to do that right out of the gate, like, that would be impressive. Because that requires a lot of trial and error. So we're about 60% done the level now. We're moving right along. This is really intense, and it's a full-length level. So keeping this pace going and surviving the whole way through, especially when you're given a mushroom in the beginning, which I need to make sure, by the way, that I cannot lose my mushroom. I need to do like a full-length test, full size, to make sure that all these jumps are possible as a full-size Mario, because a lot of this is actually easier without the mushroom. Early in the beginning, because there are enemies, we were thinking about just giving you a mushroom to start and then taking it from there, but I might take that away and just force the player to go small Mario like the whole length. You know, so you can let me know what you think about that, but I'm thinking that's what needs to happen. I also think, since we're doing the whole theme with the P-switch, actually, I'm going to undo that really quick because I don't remember where they are as soon as I deleted them. So let me put that there so I can remember. But yeah, since we're doing the whole theme with the P-switch, let's keep that going, because like I said, they can't just wait and then walk through the coins because the level's auto-moving, so they have to, you know, just as a slap in the face to say, look, you could have just run through this whole damn thing, but this damn P-switch. Okay, so they land where we put that block. What I want to do is, I'm not getting too complex with the enemies. I like that the enemies, you know, aren't too ridiculous. Because they're mostly here as a way to give us stuff to bounce off of and whatnot. Okay, so I need another full-length test for this. Not full, but from here. Basically, everything starts at the P-switch for the rest of this. Because you have to hit that or you're done. Okay, all that's doable, but it's tight and scary. So after I took out that third one, I ended up just past that little bush, which is good to know. So you know what? If you're going to stay small, and I think I am going to make it so that you stay small throughout, then the thing to do for that is to not have a jump and make it so that there's a, you have to just walk under it. Just so that if the people panicked and were like, ah, like they would jump and then that would ruin their day and time. But it's forcing the player to be towards the back of the screen, which I really like, because now they're like, as soon as it runs out, like they're at the back now. You can't get like a running head start and get ahead of things. So now you're gonna have to like run especially fast to get ahead. Like that.
Let's go.
Oh, I totally screwed that. Yeah, you have to be just right. It can be done. We've seen it done, so I'm not worried about that section being broken. I want to do it from the P-switch on because that way I get a sense of the pace of it. Oh, and it runs out right there. Okay, actually, that's good to know. I'm going to make that a solid wall of coins just to be like, what do I do now? And then the coins just run out. That would actually be kind of funny. I want to make sure that that actually works and that the player doesn't get crushed to death by the wall. But that should work because the level is moving at a steady pace. The player can't do anything to necessarily change that. So they're going to look at this and be like, what? What do I do? What do I do? And then it just breaks in time. But it's forcing the player to be towards the back of the screen, which I really like. Because now they're like, as soon as it runs out, like they're at the back now. You can't get like a running head start and get ahead of things. So now you're going to have to like run especially fast to get ahead of the moving screen. So here's when we want to throw a lot of enemies at them as obstacles. It's all about trial and error. Thanks for the notification, game. That was weird. Okay. And we're gonna need a track. For another Koopa Chuba. Koopa Chuba, push the button. Okay. How close are we? We still have a fair bit to go. Good God. I'm gonna run out of ideas. Yeah, I know I should be trying Overwatch scale. I stale humor, I really do. It's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's in the open beta all weekend. Hopefully it is, because I was thinking that I was probably just gonna let it, like, let the download, because I don't have it installed. So I was gonna let the download run basically from, like, finishing up today's live stream on. I have class tonight, and figured, you know, by the morning when I get up, it should be there. Because if it is, then, you know, maybe I can stream that tomorrow or something and try it out. Because like everybody I know has been playing it, like everybody. Okay, I want to see how this section plays out. So let me just start back here. Okay, coin wall runs out. Okay, so I need to move everybody back. Or maybe just him, but someone needs to get moved back because I'm trying to. Because they're going to trigger pretty early when that runs out, and then you have to, like, quickly... Okay, that actually works. It's panic-inducing, because you got to get ahead of this nonsense, and you're running off the back like the wall is actually pushing you. So I'm going to give the player a chance to recuperate here. Recuperate. And we're going to just do a couple more... Goombas to get over, and then another wall jump. But this is, I'm going to try to get different with this. Because like I said, I don't want to run out of ideas here. I need to keep this fresh or whatever. I need to start farther back at the P-switch and see how this is all flowing. Ah! Oh, that's panic-inducing. I think if you keep hopping, though, it looks like the hops are set up so that you can go too higher. I'm gonna leave that for now, and I'll test it in a second, because that's not... Do that. And how much longer? Almost there. I was like, man, this is getting tough to even like think of stuff at this point. I'm putting everything I got into this level. This is fun. This is gonna be a fun level. This is gonna be nice and challenging. I'm looking forward to this. How fast do platforms go when you give them a track? I have to make sure that it's actually there. That's the hardest part of timing that. Okay, so let's do a full run back to the P-switch again so I can see about that gap. Oh, I missed! This is a hard level. I picked up the P-switch! Oh, that's gonna be infuriating when someone picks up the P-switch and they're like, what do I do with this now? I started myself in a weird spot and it threw me off. No, don't pick up the... No! Now I can't stop myself from doing it. Up! 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 Open! Alright, let me... Okay, you can still get up there without a hop. Okay, that's not quite in the right place, I don't think. I think it needs to be there in the start. Dang it! Okay, I need to actually start the P-switch, otherwise it's too weird. I did it again. Starting at the P-switch is actually kind of weird too. Like, I'm not ready to hit it because I just started there. Start back here. Damn! Okay, but it's definitely doable, and you can either hop off of them or get enough of a run to get through that. It's just going to be difficult. The thing is, I really want to see where that platform is when I get there, because that's key to all of this. I gotta get the platform has to be timed out correctly. Oh, man. Okay, no, hold on. You do have to hop off those guys or be in a sprint. It's one or the other. So we got to make sure that they're paced out just so. I am not making an easy level by any means here, people. Okay, you can... Okay, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, okay, that's actually worse. So, what I need is for it to... I need it to be there, but I need it to go the opposite direction in the beginning, I think. I think that's how that problem gets solved. Who is speaking to me?
Your sister-in-law that you don't ever see.
Oh, hi. My sister-in-law was in the house. Told you there was someone in the house that I wasn't sure who it was. There's like a mystery person in my home. Oh, Jesus, God in heaven. Okay, if you don't hop off or sprint in, then it's a problem. And I'm trying to figure out if it's not just necessary, but if like if it's a requirement to hop off these guys, then you have to make sure that you're getting the timing right. But all of that worked. All of that just flowed the way that I expected it to. So I'm going to leave it alone until I actually do a full 100% playthrough from the beginning to see if it actually fits. But so when we get through that top space, we land here, which is basically at the end. So no, I didn't mean to play it, damn it. So I'm thinking one final gauntlet of nonsense. Let's do these guys. And what I want to do is make it so that we have to do one more enemy jump to get over all the bullets and stuff, and just time it so that Mr. Turtle Face here is where we want him to be, so that the bullets... So, again, it all needs to be possible. So I'm going to start from here as if I'm jumping through. Yeah, so I think they're there more for scare tactics. The bullets, it's like a fear-inducing, like, holy crap type thing. So, I think this is going to work. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then, we will try and upload. That way we do a full run-through. If I can even do it. I mean, each section is hard enough, and then doing a full thing is pretty difficult. Oh! And we have to take out that mushroom in the beginning, because I totally decided that that's not going to be a thing. No mushroom for you. Forgot about that part. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm not ready. This is going to be mad hard. And if I built it right, I mean, it's doable. It's just mad hard. Oh, God. I'm already horrified. Da-da-da-da. I died. I should have gone under him. Ha! I need more momentum. That the wiggle worm guy throws my rhythm off like big time on that spot. So I need to hop off of him. Oh God, slowed up on that one. Oh, I slowed up more than I wanted to. I got slowed up on the one part, and then you can't make the turtle jump. It's all good. It's all good. Oh! Oh! Oh boy! Not good. Yeah. I just kicked the Pete switch at the wall. Get out of here! Oh, under the turtle. Got it. Okay, we're doing good so far. Ah! Too fast. Is that even a thing? Wow! Right into the, like, one of the first enemies. Okay. Yeah, you gotta hop over that guy. Yes! No! Why didn't that work? Oh, man. That's weird. So when I paced this out before, it seemed like everything was good. And now I'm having trouble on just that one jump. I mean, it might be possible, but you might have to show up at just the right time. And I don't want it to be that you can go too fast. That's not fair to someone that's good at the game, you know what I mean? Okay, no, it's good. It's good. We're good. This part sucks. Got it. Got it. Oh, okay. Everything is good until the end. I don't like the ending. The ending is no good. I do like the, that's fine. I do like the fear-inducing thing at the end, but, the timing is off on that last Koopa. Oh! Yay! I got a star! I think that's my first one. That's cool. Yay! I think that's my first star for a course that I've built. That's exciting. Yay, somebody liked my course. Okay, so, yeah, this last bit... I need it, because you land about here. It just seems oddly empty at the end of the level, where it's just like, what's going on here? And then there's just like some BS in your way. It might be as simple as... It may be as simple as just adding another length of track so that he gets lower. And taking this length of track away. Let's try that really quick. Okay, that's... No. I need to start from farther back for that to trigger properly. So we'll do it from, like, here. Well, you know what? It would help if I knew when the invulnerability is going to wear off when I first start. Okay, that works. And if you screw up, you can still get over it before the... Okay, but the bullets aren't even activating. So they're really not there for any type of reason. Get rid of all this. Get rid of all of you. Hello, Salami. No, I don't want to, I'm not... Yeah, the scare tactics were not working out, were they? Okay, shut up. God damn, that eraser's annoying. I really like the whole layout of the level. It's just the ending is eluding me. And I didn't want to put, pits... per se. I didn't want to have falls. I was actually considering, like, you know, pincer pits instead. But man, that landing would have to be perfect. I'm thinking it's probably about this. So let me look at this. So we're just gonna extend the actual ground itself. And do track. Okay, so this part is going to be a little bit complicated to make sure I get the timing just right so that he is where I want him to be. But I'm thinking we use him as a platform and have a bunch of these pincer guys down here, and that's how we can end this. I think. So let's start, like, back here. Oh, yeah! I forgot about when my invulnerability wears off. Let's try that again. Okay, almost landing. Almost got the landing perfect there. That was my fault for not knowing exactly where I was supposed to land. So I'm actually gonna... That's the one thing I'm gonna do for the player that's gonna be a little bit nicer. Make that a little bit bigger so that they have... But Mr. Salami, I do like your suggestion, though. Oh, I should have just followed that through. Go! Okay, he is timed off improperly. That's the problem with the rest of this now. We need to extend that by 1. And then it should be good. I want to be able to hop off of Mr. Koopa's head. I don't need to go back that far. Okay, so... I didn't land that time, but it was a momentum thing, which is weird. I didn't land where you're supposed to land, but it's because I didn't have as much... I didn't have as much momentum as you're supposed to have. When you get to that point, you're supposed to have a little bit more momentum built up, and for some reason I didn't have it. There we go. There we go. All doable. All doable. Okay, as long as it's doable and it makes sense and it flows, I'm digging it. Let's go ahead and save it again. And see if we can get a good upload run off of this. Bust out the controller for this one. I'm not nearly as good with the tablet. Like, I really need to, like, properly play the level with the... I have, like, the classic Wii controller from the first Wii. Not the one with the handles, the black one. The other one was, like, not comfortable at all. Oh, man. That's... Oh, boy. We got a little slowed up on that. Up! Oh! Okay. Up! Up! Oh! I'm trolling myself. This is great. I love not being able to beat my own level. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's breathe. We got this. We're good. Nope, we're not good. Can't miss this. Once my rhythm got thrown off there in the beginning, I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. I overjumped the spring. It's all good. Hup, hup. Hup. Oh boy, that threw me off. That threw me off. Making up for lost time. We're good. We're good. We're good. Damn! See, if my rhythm gets thrown off at any point in the level, I'm done. Like, it just ruins me. You really got to be on point for this level design. Oh yeah, let's do that. I picked up the P-switch. We're not even gonna get to see your suggestions, Salami, because I'm not even getting to the end of the level. Oh, that was close. Almost hit the... Oh God, why did I miss the... Mr. Wiggleface? Wigglepiggle. That's his name now. Mr. Wigglepiggle. Okay, okay, okay. We're good. We're good. No, hit the switch. Jesus Christmas, God in heaven. Oh, I lost my rhythm. I had to backstep to hit him. There's no way I was going to have enough forward momentum after that. What? What? I zero idea how that just happened. I can't beat my own level. This is great. No, I missed! Yeah, don't do that. That's a good suggestion on what not to do. You more or less... basically, the fastest and best way to do the beginning is to actually miss the Koopas altogether. And then die to the Koopa Troopa there, yeah. Jump over the Goombas, under Mr. Flyy Pants, which is really just there to startle you and be like, oh God, how do I get through that? Okay, don't jump over the caterpillar. Okay, we're way behind. We're way behind, way behind, way behind. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Oh, oh my God, recovery, recovery, recovery. No! Oh man. Oh. It's so hard once you do anything wrong and your rhythm is thrown off. It's so hard. Oh man. Oh man, I'm just trolling myself at this point. I built the level and I can't beat it. I am a troll to myself. If you slow down in that sector there, you don't have enough momentum to carry you through that opening. And I mean, we all know that we can get through there, so you just have to keep that momentum going. There's certain enemies that you absolutely want to hit, and then there's certain ones that you absolutely don't. Because if you if you don't time it right, then you're not going to get carried through these small openings. Like that guy you want to hit. Those guys are more or less optional. But these guys you want to hit to launch you into that and not have to backstep. I hope that's not a momentum issue and I actually have to change the design, because now I've been repeatedly having problems with that, where I'm over I'm over jumping. Yeah, you could machismo it, as has been pointed out, but I don't think most people would be like hip on that. But that is part of the reason why I'm using coins converted to blocks rather than the solid blocks like there. Because that's how you see people get like weird world records where you're like, they beat it in like 12 seconds or whatever, and you're like, how is that even possible? Like, I beat it in, 21 seconds and like I was flawless. So you gotta put something weird in there to give... Oh! Man, that is a tight window right there. Between those two Koopa Troopas, that is a tight, narrow window. You really don't have a lot of room for error there. But yeah, you wanna have something in the level design that enables someone that knows the real tricks and ins and outs of this game to... Oh, I just screwed myself. I totally hit jump. Oh, I was there. And from this point on, it's mostly doable. I thought I hit jump. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, you want to have something in there so that someone that really knows what they're doing can make pro moves to shed a few seconds off their time and set that world record, you know? People love the opportunity to break records and whatnot, so give them that chance. Damn! That is such a narrow window, man. You have to hit that just right. This level is going to upset a few people, I think. Anytime I hit backwards in that sector at all, I lose just enough momentum not to make that jump. It is a narrow... Really? It is a narrow, narrow window for jumps. It's actually one of, if not the tightest... It's probably the tightest jump in the game, not enemy-related. That double Koopa jump towards the end there is probably the tightest enemy-related jump. But that's the tightest, like, wall-related jump in the game. Oh, why did I jump there? I could have just ran straight through and I knew it. My brain said don't jump, and then my thumb said jump. Can't beat my own level. It's totally doable. I refuse to change the level because I can't beat it. This is going to get beat. Yeah. Okay, here it comes. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Yes. No. No! I lost my momentum! Oh, that is a huge momentum jump right there. You really gotta... Really? You really need it. You really have to have the momentum for that part. That's the second time now that I've gotten to that part where I thought I was good. I swear to God I landed on it. Where I got to that part and thought I was good, but then I didn't have the momentum necessary to carry me through. Okay, missed the P-switch. Everybody observe as Galucia can't beat his own level. It's a hard level, to be fair. We did a good job. I had some great recommendations from Grim on the earlier design, and then some of the viewers for the later parts. Shit. So, it is not an easy level. When we're done and it actually gets uploaded, I'll make sure to give out the ID so that you too can try it home. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting into that area too fast. And I don't want to, like, force the player to slow down in a level that... That's the first time I died to that. In a level that's designed to keep running. I feel like that one room, sometimes I get there too fast, and that's why I have to push back to actually hit the Troopa properly, and then I lose my momentum. Like, I'm rushing into the room a little too quick, but, I mean, speed is the whole point, so, like, it's weird for me not to... Like, there shouldn't be a... Oh, I should have stopped running there. There shouldn't be a way to be too fast. Like, that doesn't make any sense, but I feel like when I take my time in there, it's a little bit better than if I'm rushed out, like, full speed. Like, way in the beginning, like I am now, like, way up at the front of the screen. Or the right, I should say. Ah! Whew. Yes, yes, yes! Yes! Ah! Bah! That was exhausting. That is a really fun level. That's actually, like, that is the right kind of challenging. That's the exact type of challenge that I like in this game. Oh, man. That is, like, the perfect type of challenging where when you, like, it was my own damn level, but when I beat it, it was, like, I couldn't help but just feeling so satisfied. Just, like, yes! So that felt really, really good. That is a really fun level. I freaking love it. Love it. That's probably my favorite level that I've built so far. I mean, obviously, the more you do this, the better you're gonna get. And that was like, I just started playing this game not too long, like yesterday, the day before. Hasn't been very long. Yeah, yesterday. I started playing this game yesterday. I've had the game since Christmas because I bought it for my kids, but I never got around to playing it myself. I'm a PC person for anyone that doesn't regularly watch the stream or whatever. And I mostly just do PC games, so I'm happy to have my PlayStation 4 and Wii U set up now for streaming as well, because I'm definitely going to want to do more of that. But so I'm leaving this course ID on the screen for like a minute or so, so if anyone wants to jot it down so that you can try to beat it as well, you know, especially, I'll put it out there, if you do play this level, and, you know, whether you can finish it or not, I'm assuming that you'll eventually be able to do it. You know, leave a comment and say that you know, played the level because you saw me do it in stream. Like, I would love to see people comment that they actually saw me build this and play it on stream. That would be wicked sick. So, go ahead and leave a comment if, yeah, leave a comment if you end up going to go play it. So I'm going to leave that on the screen for just a few more seconds. But yeah, that was